Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
There is a new trend. Not loving the idea of it. Its goal is to make employees feel more comfortable in a more relaxed environment. Leaving their shoes at the door. When you get to work, they recommend that you take your shoes off so you can get comfortable. I am 1% of comfortability away from having a nap at all times. So I don't want to be more comfortable at work because then I'll be snoring during a meeting. You know what I mean? I can barely stay awake with some of the meetings we have around here these days anyway. And that's with uncomfortable shoes on. I don't know about this. This feels like a decision that was made by a new Gen Z boss who's trying to think outside the box. And I respect that. Occasionally you'll end up stumbling on something that works really well. This ain't it, though. You're going to see people wearing mismatched socks. You'll think less of them. There's going to be that one zany guy at the office who does handstands that's going to be wearing those glove socks, you know, where each toe has its own compartment. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see a Band-Aid sticking out of somebody's sock, wondering what happened to their foot. I don't want to smell my coworkers' feet. I don't need to hear about Carl's calluses or Frank's fungus. I don't know. I don't think this is for me. This is the end to something we all knew very well. Kind of sad, actually, when I read it. America Online has discontinued its dial-up internet service as of yesterday, marking the end of an era for 90s internet access, and some people who never made the switch and were still dialing on up. What an iconic sound, though, right? Like, when you hear that, does that not bring you back? Drinking 2 liters of Coke after your parents went to bed, talking with strangers on the internet? Oh, that was a time. That was a time. I decided to pay tribute to the dial-up tone that brings us all back. I'm going to go and get on the turntables here and see what I can do. Hold on one second. All right, let's do this. Okay, cut it off. That's it. We're only allowed 30 seconds of dubstep around here at a time. Just read an article featuring some of the most expensive homes in the prairies. Right now, there's one house that I was looking at, like not to buy, but just being jealous and creeping. That's going for $8.9 million. I did a little math. How much would it cost per month to have a place like that? Even if the house was given to you, okay? This is just bills. Think of the electricity bill. You could turn a light on in a house that big and forget about it for a month and a half before you ended up in that part of the house again. So, electricity bills, we're talking your municipal taxes. I know those vary depending on where you're at, but I tried to come up with like an average. And insurance, things like that. You would have to pay over $25,000 a month for those things if the house was given to you. So if you've been thinking, hey, I like that guy on the radio, I should give him a $9 million home. Don't worry about it. Can't pull it off. You ever discover that a word exists that you didn't know about before? And then it's kind of a game changer because you're like, oh, I think I like that word. Or you have some strong opinion on it. Maybe you hate the word, but still, you're like, how didn't I know that existed? Have you ever heard of a snurtle before? Snurtle is the word. And man, do I want to be snurtling. It's from the 18th century. This word goes way back, and I just can't believe it's not used more. The definition is to wrap up cozily in bed beneath the covers and hold off the day for a little longer. When your alarm goes off, it's a little bit cold outside. Maybe you left the window open last night, not realizing it was going to dip down as much as it did. Your room's got a chill to it. You shut your alarm off and you're like, not right now. we're snurdling. Dang, that word hits, right? Not to be mistaken with snoodling, which is inappropriate and I shouldn't talk about it. I mean, you could snoodle while snurdling, I guess. That's an interesting thought.
K Wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Texter 107. Kirsty, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good. You know how the game works?
I do.
You're going to pick a teammate, either Jake or myself, who will leave the room. We're then going to give you 5 words. Tell us the first word that comes to mind for each. We'll invite your teammate back in. Play the same game with them. For every answer that hits, it's $25. Get them all, and it's 1,000.
Sounds good.
Who's your teammate?
Jake.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, get out of here.
I'm leaving.
Jake. And I will start the timer after I give you the first word. Kirsty, are you ready?
Yes.
The first word is flu.
Sick.
Twist.
Turn.
Trunk.
Car.
Pie.
Thanksgiving.
And bath.
Shower.
Jake, what is the first word that comes to mind when I say flu?
Cold.
Oh!
What?
Oh,
Sick. That's what she went with. Next up, bath.
Shower.
Yes! We're on the board.
yeah.
We're rolling now. Next up, trunk.
Open.
No.
Was it junk?
No. That's funny, though. Junk in the trunk. She went with car.
Sure.
Next up,
Of course.
twist.
Shout.
Good answer. She went with turn. Let's make it $50. Pie.
Cake.
Oh, that's a good answer. She went with Thanksgiving. $25 is all yours,
man.
Kirsty.
My apologies.
All right. It's all good.
What is something that feels awkward but shouldn't? I realized a few things at the buffet give this vibes that you're feeling a little bit awkward. Like when you're standing and waiting for an omelet to be made, for example. And you can't just say, I'll have an omelet, please, and then leave, because they'll be like, do you want cheese in it? And then they put cheese in it and it takes a while. And then they say, would you like ham in it? Would you like mushrooms in it? You know what I mean? You got to stand there and just wait, holding your plate. It's uncomfortable. It shouldn't be. You're just waiting for the food that you ordered, but it feels a little uncomfortable. Hit me up if you've got something that feels a little bit embarrassing or uncomfortable, but shouldn't. What is something that feels really awkward to do, but shouldn't? You're like, man, it's just a normal part of life. Why does this feel so uncomfortable? Crisis, hit us up. Great example. When you're on an elevator and somebody else gets on. That's what's supposed to happen with elevators. They move people up and down. But why, when you're on there with somebody, does it, unless you know them, it just feels terribly uncomfortable. Melissa and Anna both hit us up and said buying feminine products. Lindsay suggested when people sing happy birthday. And I couldn't agree more. Not when they're singing it to somebody else. That doesn't feel awkward. But when it's your birthday and people are singing happy birthday to you, it's the worst. I feel like we should get rid of the happy birthday song for anybody outside of kids and seniors. I don't know if anybody else wants to hear that. I've got another one to add to the list when it comes to singing. For things that feel awkward but shouldn't. When you're watching somebody who's really good at singing, I mean, maybe they're bad too, but this even goes for people who are really good, and they just kind of close one of their eyes when they're hitting a big note. That to me feels uncomfortable, feels awkward. It's great that you're singing well and that you got to do what you got to do with your face to nail those notes, but it's uncomfortable to look at. We got a few voicemails on this exact topic. Let's dive in.
Next message. Things that feel awkward but shouldn't would definitely be going into the gas station to use the bathroom but not buying something. Sometimes I'll just walk around after pretending I'm looking for something, but I know damn well I ain't buying nothing. Feels weird.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I always feel that I need to be a customer if I'm about to destroy a gas station bathroom. And when else do you use a gas station bathroom? It's only when things aren't going well. You know what I mean? So that to me means at least a Gatorade. Thank you for letting me do that. I'm sorry. Here's $3. Asking you something that's super awkward that shouldn't be. Like when you walk back from bowling, whether you made a good shot or not, just kind of feels weird, right? Maybe not so much when you like nail a strike, then you can celebrate on your walk back. But when you just do mid, you get a couple pins down and you have to walk back. It's so weird. Cynthia says looking in the bag at a drive-thru to make sure that they've included what you need. I don't blame you for that. What do you figure? About 25% of all drive-thru orders get something wrong. No straw is the biggest frustration when that happens. And Will says eating in front of somebody for the first time. That's a good one.
Next message.
Well, I was just going to say it's so awkward asking for money that somebody owes you.
Yep. Even when it's rightfully yours, that is super annoying. And this one came in on the voicemail line as well. It's a wild ride. Buckle up.
Next message.
How about saying I love you first? Like, when you meet a girl and you've got this like unbelievable connection, the build up to saying that is always so awkward. Like, to be the first one. Like, great example. I was at Shade Gentleman Club. I met this beautiful girl named Miami, and within moments I knew, like, I should probably say it. I just didn't know if I was going to get the reaction that I wanted back. And anyways, after at least, I think it was 4 dances. Yeah, about 4 dances, I got the urge to say, I love you. She didn't say it back.
Hey.
What's your algorithm lately? What are you getting a lot of? Because mine is primarily people messing with random customers at stores. Like going up to a guy who's just shopping, who's like very obviously a dude with a big beard and being like, ma'am, can I ask you something? And then he gets confused, and then somebody else comes up and will be like, hi, ma'am, I have a question for you as well. And I don't know why this is my algorithm. My favorite one from yesterday was, let's see how long this random customer will help me hold something heavy. The guy pulls out what looked like probably a table, a pre-assembled table at something like IKEA, asks for the assistance of another customer, and then while they're standing there about to walk to where it needs to go, he gets interrupted by a stranger who comes up and starts a conversation with the guy. And the poor dude who was just trying to help was left there for like 25 seconds, but I was laughing so hard I was crying. So obviously this algorithm is for me. It knows I like this. It knows I don't mind messing with people a little bit, especially like strangers at stores, I guess. I don't know if this will do well. There's a new smoky twist to personal care. A limited edition Pitmaster deodorant. It was just announced that they'd do this yesterday, Pitmaster, along with their barbecue-inspired soups. So my guess is that this will just get people talking, and obviously it's working. If I'm talking about Pitmaster's barbecue-inspired soups, probably wouldn't have talked about those right now if it wasn't for this deodorant that is designed to smell like smoke and charcoal. It's packaged with a can of the soup. So you get the deodorant. Don't mix that up, because I can imagine it might smell kind of okay, but I doubt it'll taste good.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.